Over the past 7 years, I've been posting content online and have earned over $3 million in sales with TikTok Shop Affiliate. And at just 24 years old, this places me at the top 1% of creators that are actually earning money by posting online and not just by chasing views or virality. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint that took me from driving for Uber Eats on food stamps with literally $6 in my bank account to now having the freedom to travel anywhere I want. I was able to retire my mom. I even got to buy my girl her dream car. And now we live here in our dream home in Calabasas. But if you don't apply this, you could spend the next years stuck in that same cycle of just chasing views that never actually convert into real life money, promoting products that nobody really wants, and never reaching your first $10,000 profit month. So let's get right into it. So the number one reason that affiliates fail is not the product, it's you blending in. Everyone thinks that it's just easy to get started, start posting random content, and all you have to do is upload videos of you showing off the product and talking about it. But let me quickly explain why just copying trends and being a carbon copy of everyone else is actually one of the fastest ways to stay broke as an affiliate. TikTok's algorithm rewards unique, fresh angles for their content. Thing is, you're competing with the hundreds of other people that have the same bright idea as you, and it's going to be extremely hard to stand out. So you need to be staying ahead of the trends and coming up with your own unique concepts. And I'm not saying that you can't look at those top viral videos for inspiration, but instead of just being a carbon copy of those videos, you want to study them, analyze the elements in them that made them do so well, and then apply those elements into your content. All of my best videos of all time that helped me clear multiple six-figure profit months were completely from myself. I wasn't copying any other creator. Sure, I may have taken viral elements from other TikTok Shop affiliates, but it was my unique strategy, my unique content angle. The other thing that's very important is if people don't believe that you use the product, they're not gonna buy it. So I see this all the time with guys that are like promoting anti-aging skincare creams. And it's like, dude, you're not a 40-year-old mom. Nobody's gonna believe that you actually use that product. Or women that are promoting like a tool set. Again, it just doesn't fit who you are. And the person that's likely to buy that product is gonna look at your video and be like, yeah, they have no clue what they're talking about. I'm not gonna trust this person. So it's not like you need to be a 10 out of 10 or like Kevin Hart levels of funny, but you just need to actually resonate with the products that you're promoting. You need to be believable. And also, it's about understanding that people don't hop on TikTok just to buy something. Like, think about the reason why you hop on TikTok. You're probably there to scroll, to be entertained, to at least be informed about something. But people aren't necessarily like, oh, let me open TikTok and see what's on the TikTok shop. Let me see what I can buy. So if all you do is sound like an ad or commercial in your videos, people are just gonna keep scrolling. You need to make sure that your videos actually feel native to the platform. You're actually following trends. You're staying up to date with what content styles are working now. Your videos need to feel like an actual TikTok, not just a commercial. So it's very important that you find your unique edge. I like to call this your unicorn. Like for me, I know I've always been a very funny guy. I've been extroverted. Back in high school, I was the class clown. And so this is kind of like tying into like my whole influencer story. I gained 1 million followers by making comedy videos on the platform, but I always knew that I was good at comedy. I was good at entertaining people. So when I got on TikTok, my videos were very off the wall. They were entertaining. They were loud. They were rambunctious. One of my best content styles is literally skit style content. But if that's not who you are, it's not like you want to force that. You want to figure out what you're good at. You want to align your vibe with your niche. So for example, if you've never stepped foot in the gym, why the hell are you promoting gym equipment? It just doesn't fit who you are. And again, you're not going to sound believable. And ultimately, people buy based on your conviction in your videos. Do you sound real? Do you sound authentic? Do you sound legitimate? If the answers for that is no, then they're not going to buy. So in those beginning stages, a lot of what you're going to be doing is testing out different products, different niches, different video styles, until you start to get comments like, this looks cool. I want to buy this. Where can I buy this? And maybe you even start to get some sales, and now you know, like, okay, I'm actually pretty good at this style, or this is a product that I feel like I could really crush with. Now that you know how to stand out as an affiliate, I want to talk about mindset, because a lot of people come into TikTok Shop Affiliate thinking that they're going to be an influencer or they're building a personal brand. And this is actually something I talk to with my clients a lot, because a lot of them, they come into this with the mindset of like, should I be posting content about my life, or should I be posting regular content instead of shop videos? Or they make their videos and they sound UGC-like instead of TikTok Shop-like, which there's a huge difference. People on TikTok Shop, guys, I'm going to be frank, they do not give give a shit about you. Whenever you make your content, you always want to use words like you. You want to pinpoint their problems. You want to pinpoint what are their struggles. The second most valuable word in the world is you. And the first is their name. But since we don't know the name of every single person that's going to watch your video, we're going to use you because that's what people care about. People are inherently selfish. They're thinking, what's in it for me? Why should I keep watching this? Why should I buy this product? That's what you want to think of. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. So being an influencer or personal brand is all about you, but being an affiliate is all about them. And if you don't shift your mindset, you're going to keep getting content that gets no views and gets no sales. And understand that going viral does not necessarily mean that you're going to make money. But if you compare going viral with emotional selling, that's what leads to sales. The affiliates that only focus on going viral get replaced daily, but the affiliates who know how to sell emotions win forever. So if you actually want to make your first 10K month with TikTok Shop affiliate, you need to actually focus on the things that are going to drive sales. So you want to be creating content that focuses on the customer's pain, their desires, what are their dreams. Every video that you post, yes, it should have the intent of going viral, but it should also have emotion paired with it. It should also have conversion mechanisms that make people want to buy. Always ask yourself, okay, in this video, what emotion am I triggering? Is my hook controversial? Is it piquing their curiosity? Is it calling out their pain points? Is it shock? Is it a hilarious hook? This is what gets people to keep watching your videos. And then you always want to sell the dream, sell the outcome. You never want to sell the features or the ingredients of a product. If you're promoting NeuroGum, which is a caffeine gum, the way you're going to sell it is not by saying, oh, this has caffeine, L-theanine, and B12. Like, nobody gives a shit about those ingredients. But if you're able to say, hey, I take this and I'm fucking wired all day. There's no crash like there is with coffee. I feel incredible and I just aced my midterm exams. That's what gets people to buy because you're buying the dream. What is this product going to do for them? Not like, hey, this supplement has beetroot powder and green tea extract. Go get it. What they're going to buy is, hey, if you're tired of sucking in your gut every time you take off your shirt, you might need this supplement. And as soon as you start to think about selling and not just chasing virality, you will finally start to see results. Now, let's shift over from mindset to actual money because this is the foundation of how you're going to make your income as a TikTok Shop affiliate. And it's all about finding the right product. So we talked about your unicorn. We talked about instead of chasing virality, chase conversions. But if the product is not good, it doesn't matter how fucking good your video is. The algorithm is not going to sell bad products no matter who you are. So the way that a lot of affiliates think about picking their products, they choose their products based on like, oh, I use this, or I think this is a cool product. It's like they're just guessing. There's no data behind their research. If you're only promoting products because it looks cool or maybe because you use it, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot because the actual product could be shit and maybe nobody else likes it and nobody is ever going to buy from you even though your content is really good, but again, the product isn't good. So to actually find these winning products that are going to make selling easier for you and not harder, this is exactly what you need to do first. I always like to make sure that the product has an emotion tied to it, whether it solves pain like a weight loss supplement or a hair thinning regrowth oil, or it takes someone closer to their dream. You also want to make sure that your products have strong reviews. So don't ever go about promoting products that don't have any reviews or they barely have any sales because there's really no proof or momentum in that product. And good reviews are also going to help your conversions because when people click the add to cart button, a lot of people do scroll through the reviews to make sure they're not going to get scammed. You also really want to make sure that your products have high commissions. So instead of promoting a product that only has like 50-cent commission, that means you're going to have to get 1,000 sales to make $500, which is like nothing. Versus if you choose a product that has, let's say, $8 commission, you get 1,000 sales, that's 8 grand in your pocket. That's pure commission and profit. So that's one of the best ways to look for products that are actually worth your time. And then pro tip, if you're going to promote a product, always choose the version of it that has a bundle, or maybe it has more than one inside of it. Instead of promoting one bottle of L-carnitine, promote the one that has 3 bottles because you're going to get 3 times as much in commission. One other thing that I don't see any other TikTok Shop coaches or gurus talk about is make sure that your products are actually easy to film with. This is really important because a lot of people will get products that like you finish it in one use, whether it's like an edible product, or I've seen a product go really viral where it's like the hand mold thing. You put your hand in with your girl or your kid and it makes a mold out of your hands. Well, that's really cool and it gets sales, but you can only make one video out of it. So make sure that the product you're choosing, you're able to use multiple times and able to make multiple videos about it. That way you're not just stuck making one video and then hoping it takes off. Also, I would recommend mass appeal, products that a lot of people are likely to buy. If you're promoting something that is extremely niche, something that's extremely specific, it's going to be very hard to reach that audience. I'm not saying you can't sell, but you want products that have the potential to reach a lot of different people, a lot of different types of backgrounds. So to give you guys an example, I would avoid like really niche clothing. So let's say you're going to sell a sweatshirt and it's like a very specific sweatshirt to a certain audience. Maybe they're into Bakugan, okay, and maybe you love Bakugan, but that's a very specific audience. There's not going to be a lot of people that want to buy that sweatshirt that has a Bakugan logo on it, right? But let's say you want to sell a sweatshirt. There's actually a really good one that I recommend to my clients. I'll give it to you guys. It's a sweatshirt where you can actually put your dog breed on it. So whether you have a boxer, a Labrador, a golden doodle, whatever the fuck you have, you can choose your dog's breed and they're going to put it on the sweatshirt for you. So that's a very mass appeal product. A lot of people are going to buy that. A lot of people love their dogs. It hits those emotional heartstrings. That would be a really good fucking product, for an example. Now, the last criteria that's actually relatively new is making sure that your products fit the new GMV max criteria. So basically ask yourself, do these products have the potential to be pushed out by ad spend? The way you can figure that out is when you're scrolling and you see your product, does it say sponsor on the bottom? Or you can use research tools like Callow Data or the Daily Virals, search up your product, and if the top videos have the little ad button, it'll be blue or orange depending on the platform that you're on, Callow or the Daily Virals, then that means that they are spending money on it and likely GMV max spend. That is crucial moving forward. I would never promote something that doesn't have ad spend behind it anymore, simply because organic reach has significantly slowed down and TikTok Shop is completely shifting over to GMV max. So make sure that every product that you pick has the potential to be pushed out by ad spend by GMV max. And now that you have your winning product, here's how you're going to promote it without sounding overly salesy, because this is key. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you want your videos to feel native to the platform. You want them to feel like a TikTok, not another commercial. And so it's very important that you understand that people do not buy the product, they buy the feeling that it gives them. And so over the last 7 years that I've been making content on TikTok, I've learned what truly drives sales. And one of the biggest differences between the videos that make me thousands of dollars in commissions and the ones that barely convert come down to one thing. I'm not just showing the product, but I'm selling the dream. I'm selling the outcome that the viewer desires, that they crave. Or maybe it's pain that's gonna take away. If I'm selling a weight loss supplement, what is the pain that that product's gonna take away? Being fat, being insecure, not fitting in their favorite shirts anymore, being afraid to take off their shirt, not feeling confident in their photos. That's what people buy. It's not the fucking green tea extract or the L-theanine in the bottle that's gonna make them wanna buy. They don't give a shit about that. They care about, how is this product gonna make my life better? How's it gonna take away my pain? They care about the result, the transformation that they're gonna experience by buying your product. So I always give the example of one of my winningest products, which was a compression shirt. And the way everybody promotes compression shirts is just like, hey, this feels fucking good. It's breathable. You're gonna have a great workout in it. But the approach that I decided to take was, hey, if you have a big ass fucking gut, stop wearing compression shirts because they make your gut stick out. And I get why you want to wear them, because they make your arms and your shoulders look amazing, but I have the solution for you. Boom, this compression shirt, check it out. It hides your gut, but look, it still makes your arms look fucking brolic. You're gonna look like a tank. You're gonna get compliments out the ass. That's the emotion I was selling. People who are insecure about their gut because maybe they're bulking, maybe they have a dad bod, they have nice arms that they want to show off, but they can't wear the regular compressions because it makes them look fat. But these special ones hide the gut and make them feel confident. That's what I was selling, and that's why that product made me multiple six figures in profit. And this same concept of thinking can literally be applied to every single product that is an ass. In that hook, call out their pain or show them the desire. Relate to them throughout the video. You could say like, this was me before and this is me now. Acne products crush with this. Teeth whitening products crush with this angle. And then show the dream. Like, what does your life look like now? Your teeth are so much whiter. You have clear, glowing skin instead of red, dry, irritated pimples all over your face. That before and after is exactly what people buy. And then never forget that call to action, right? Either include urgency or scarcity. Tell them exactly what to do. Tap the orange card down below and grab it, okay? People need to be led. If you don't tell them what to do, if you don't tell them, hey, tap the orange card, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna be like, hey, this is a cool product, I'm gonna keep scrolling. So make sure you always include a call to action. So now that you've got the product and content, let's talk about where 99% of people quit. You need to be posting with obsessive consistency. The market does not care how much time or effort you put into your video. They don't care if it's hyper edited or like shot on a 4K camera. It simply rewards a high converting video, which is a great video. But how do we actually go from making mediocre content to great content that actually leads to sales? That one word is consistency. So consistency is literally one of the most important attributes that you can have as an affiliate. And so this is something that a lot of beginner affiliates really struggle with, because they're like, I've posted 10 videos, I'm not seeing results. And I'm like, dude, you're being a jackass right now. I post 20 videos in a day. The way that you get to quality is by posting so much quantity that you become a fucking quality creator. Quantity leads to quality, understand that. And I'm telling you right now, like over the last couple of years of doing TikTok Shop Affiliate, you are going to have slow periods, slow days, slow weeks, even slow months. But that doesn't give you an excuse to give up and quit, because guess what? 99% of people who go through those struggles, they end up quitting. But if you can just be the 1% that outlasts them, keeps posting, keeps trying to get better every single day, that's what's gonna help you hit that fucking breakthrough. And guess what? You're gonna be hitting that 10K month, and you're gonna be so proud of yourself for not giving up. Like, imagine if I had quit when things got slow. I would have missed out on hundreds of thousands of dollars that came right after. So even if you might not see the vision right now, please understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. God or the universe, whatever you believe in, I think will always reward you for working hard, for showing up every single day. I think it is quite literally impossible to give it your all and not succeed. And I'm talking your fucking all. I'm talking waking up early at the crack of dawn. I'm talking 10, 12-hour days, giving your all with this. And you do that for a long enough period of time, there's no fucking way that you're gonna fail. So post daily, even if you hate it, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're not motivated. And each post is data. Data equals progress. Because there's a very key difference in someone just telling you, hey, be consistent, keep posting. But you also need to actually be looking at your analytics. What's getting views? Potentially, what's getting sales? Okay, I need to double down on this because it's working. I need to cut this off because it's not working. Strive to be a better affiliate every single day. This is why I always recommend connecting with other affiliates, joining a community like ours at 7-Figure Affiliate, because you're getting real-time feedback from top coaches, top affiliates in the entire world that are gonna help you dial in on your content. So every time that you post, don't just post and then never look at that again. Actually analyze what hook worked, what product angle converted, what video style got shared the most, what got comments, what got engagement, and then obviously the most important metric, what actually converted into sales. Because once you actually start to pay attention to what gets clicks and what converts, your content strategy stops being random and turns into predictable wins. And it's also very important to avoid insanity. You need to be adjusting or pivoting if something's not working. You need to be moving on when you're just wasting your time. Now, if you're doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, that's not testing. It's just a huge waste of time. And so one analogy that I like to give is, imagine if you're trying to open a door and you're banging your head against that door, right? Boom, boom, boom. And clearly it's not opening, right? So your strategy isn't working. And so what most affiliates do, they think that they're just gonna bang their head harder, and they think that by doing it longer, it's gonna magically open up. And that's what leads to burnout. That's what leads to frustration, because that door isn't fucking opening. What's gonna open the door? You try a new strategy, like putting your hand on the handle and opening it. It sounds simple, but this is how a lot of affiliates function. It's how they operate. They think that if they just post more content, do more of what's not working, they're gonna magically break through. You need to be very objective with yourself. That's one of the most important things. I talk to affiliates every day that say, hey, my content is good, it's not getting sales. I look at their content, it's fucking ass. Not to sound like a dick, but hey, I'm not here to spare your feelings. I'm here to help you get fucking rich. So you need to actually have an objective point of view when it comes to your content. Again, that's why it's so important to be in a community with top affiliates in the world, top coaches in the world that are gonna actually help you see your blind spots and help you realize why your content isn't good, why it's not converting. Your ego can be the most expensive thing in the world. And just because you like a product and you think your videos are good doesn't mean you're gonna win. And this level of understanding takes time. But once you fully grasp how all of this works, you're gonna start to operate like the top 1% of affiliates. So you need to pivot fast, cut out the things that aren't working, trust the data, not just your vibes. You wanna be reinvesting your energy into what is working, what's getting sales, double down on those products, on those video styles. And I think the most important takeaway of this is every day you should strive to be a better affiliate. Can you have better tonality? Can you speak a little bit faster? Can your cuts be sharper? Can you have a little bit better lighting? Can your videos be more engaging, more shocking, more humorous? But every single day you should strive to be 1% better than you were yesterday. And now you have the exact full blueprint of how I've made over $3 million with TikTok Shop, with most of that coming in just the past couple of years. And if you're truly serious about going full time with TikTok Shop and you want those deeper personalized insights, click that top link inside of the description to join 7-Figure Affiliate. I mean, you guys are seeing the fucking results that we get. Nobody is doing better than us. Nobody's providing as much personalized support as we do. It's not just a course in a community with 1,000 other members. We're literally getting on one-on-one calls with you, figuring out your content strategy, hand selecting your winning products, and what other agency is writing your scripts word for word. Scripts that actually convert, by the way, not ChatGPT bullshit. This is a script that we wrote out for Joe that got him over 50 sales from just one video. And like you guys saw, Chris, who had a $30,000 profit month in September, or Nico, who just cleared an $18,000 profit month for October. Our Spanish-speaking clients are crushing, like Alexander, who had a $15,000 profit month in October. Diana, she's a Hispanic mom who had a $6,000 profit month. Hugo hit an $11,000 profit month. Alberto hit an $11,000 profit month. I mean, you guys get the point. I could be going on and on. All our case studies and testimonials are in that top link in the description as well. So instead of spending months or even years of testing everything on your own, banging your head against the door. You can learn directly from me and my team and apply 7 years of experience in a fraction of the time. So click that link below to get started, and thank you so much for watching.